a sedative and you were nowhere to be found. Mimi, you scared me half to death.
I'm sorry. I just couldn't sit there and do nothing while my baby was missing. I didn't know what to do. I didn't know where to go. And then it was just like some kind of homing instinct drew me here. And that's when I saw the woman with the baby.
And you mistook her baby for Danielle.
Well, it could have been her. I'm so scared. I can't hold on. It's like the night I shot Tony Keefer.
You went to McKay's.
What if I get a phone call like his mother did? What if Trevor comes by the house and he says, I'm sorry about your little girl, Mimi?
Mimi, it is not going to happen. We're going to find Danielle and bring her home safe and sound. And you just hold on to that.
Mrs. Keefer, whose child sleeps in that bedroom now?
There's no one else living here. That belonged to my Tony. I crocheted it for him before he was born.
You've kept it all this time?
I kept everything. Keeps Tony close.
You always hide your mementos under pillows? What other keepsakes do you have stashed away? Tony's old bedroom must be a veritable treasure trove.
There's nothing that would interest you. I'm just a woman living alone with her grief and her memories. That's all you'll find here.
I apologize for barging in unannounced. Taylor, just say you're sorry and let's go,
Mrs.
all right?
Keefer, it's my understanding that you were on duty at the hospital the day that Mimi Reed's baby was kidnapped.
For pity's sake, Taylor, will you give it a rest, please?
So that's what this visit is about, huh? Just drop by to be sociable. You think I stole that poor baby?
You slow down. Let me catch my breath.
Slow down. How can I slow down? If Brooke gets her way today in court, she's going to waltz off into the sunset with my son and my unborn child. I'm not giving up my children, Dixie. I'm not going to let it happen.
That might not even happen, okay? She might have calmed down by now.
Yeah, she might have been struck by a bolt of conscience. Come on, why would I have to trick Dr. Kadamian and tell me the truth about Brooke being pregnant in the first place?
She's hurt and angry. All she has left are her children and her pride.
Yeah, well, I'm scared to death. Next time I lay eyes on my son, he's going to be old enough to drive and hate my guts. Not to mention the fact I'm going to have a child that I'll never even have met.
Tad, if you storm into that hearing today and make accusations like that, that's exactly what will happen. You can make a bad situation even worse.
Dixie, how could this situation possibly be worse?
Well, fighting, yelling at Brooke, I mean, it's not going to accomplish anything.
Come on. I did everything I could to be reasonable. I bent over backwards with Brooke and her lawyer to hammer out a fair and equitable settlement. You know, I offered her the moon and stars in terms of child support. She could have retired on what I was willing to give her in terms of financial aid. I gave up sole custody. What more could I do? Look what it got me.
I don't know, Tad, but I think you should just go back to the table one more time and try to see things from her point of view. Just try and let her have some time to realize that you loving those children and sharing your life with them is what's best for them.
Yeah. And if everybody had a heart like you do, the world would be a perfect place.
Just one big love fest.
Give me some. I swear, honey, sometimes I don't know what I'd do without you.
I promise you will never leave.
My Children, brought to you by Cascade with sheeting action, gives you virtually spotless dishes every time.
I'm sorry I didn't see the car. Didn't think you were here.
I parked the car on its back so I could get Jamie's trike along with the rest of his things.
Well, what's the rush?
Why postpone the inevitable?
Let me help you.
I can do it. Jamie's snow globe you brought him from New York City? He loved it.
I'll get him another one.
Well, it won't be quite the same look.
I'll get a broom.
Don't bother. I can do it.
Oh, my goodness, look at the time. I've got to go pick up Junior.
Don't leave on my account.
No, really, school's out early. It's like a half-day teacher's conference or something. Plus, I told Junior that I'd take him shopping with his, Christmas money. Ted, can I take the car?
Go ahead, I'll take the station wagon. Unless, of course, you need it.
The station wagon is yours.
I'll catch up with you later.
Okay, bye.
And that, as they say, is that.
Not quite. You and I are going to have a little talk.
I'm all talked out. If you have anything to say, why don't you save it for the hearing? What is it, Tad? What is so important?
Our child.
I'm not going to discuss Jamie with you.
I'm not referring to Jamie. Why didn't you tell me you were pregnant?
I'm not. And whoever told you that...
You're lying about it. I know it for a fact. We're expecting another baby.
Mrs. Keefer, for the record, no way do I believe that you had anything to do with Mimi's baby being taken.
Well, this young lady thinks I do. Why else come snooping around here asking about all my boy's baby things?
Mimi Reed happens to be a friend of mine. The way I heard it, you blame her for your son's death.
Not anymore. I walk these floors night after night, fretting it out, praying on it. And finally, the good Lord opened my eyes. Officer Reed was just doing her job. I don't hold her to account.
Well, someone had it in for Mimi. There were oodles of squalling babies in that nursery ripe for the taking. What made Mimi's baby stand out?
Taylor, you're way out of line. It's obvious Mrs. Keefer isn't a kidnapper.
When I heard a baby was missing, the pain of losing my Tony seared through me like it was yesterday. And when I got home from work, I didn't even take off my coat. I went straight to the closet, and I got out the box of baby things, Tony. His hat, see, and the first tooth he ever lost. And I held on to it for dear life, and I prayed and cried a river for me and my Tony. Now, do you think I would wish that kind of emptiness on anyone else?
No, she doesn't. I'm sorry we upset you, Mrs. Keefer. Come on, Taylor, let's go.
I don't want to overstay my welcome.
We already have. Now,
but
come
I'm very
on.
well versed with the police records filed at the time of the shooting. According to your statement, you were
Let's go now.
Well, how would you know it was in a police state? You're a cop.
Off duty, but why quibble over technicalities?
I don't have to talk to you.
I hope you change your minds, because I'm not leaving until I get some answers.
Please, Mimi, let me drive you back to the hospital. The best thing that you can do for our baby is to take care of yourself.
Taking time off for R&R is not what I need right now. Time is not on our side, Derek. You know the stats as well as I do. Every day that our child is missing, the greater the odds are that we will never have her return to us. Danielle she could be cross-country by now. She could be over the border in Canada. She could be in Mexico. We may never get our little girl back.
Don't say that, Mimi. Don't even think it.
My child was kidnapped, Lucas. I do not need to sit here and listen to a lecture about positive thinking.
Hey, no pie in the sky. But there's still a possibility that the person that took Danielle may come to their senses and realize that this child belongs with its mother at home. Or it should be.
Lucas is right. He's right. See, because whoever took Danielle, they wouldn't risk getting caught red-handed at the hospital. I mean, they could be right at my house right now, and she could be right at my doorstep.
Mimi, where are you going?
Goodbye, Danielle.
I expected better from you.
Believe me, Mrs. Keefer, this wasn't my idea. I only came along to prove to Nancy Drew here that you didn't have anything to do with Mimi's baby being taken. Are you satisfied now?
Not.
Is this an official visit?
This is a mistake. Taylor's just a revved-up rookie who wouldn't know she was barking up the wrong tree if it fell on top
I'm
of it.
hardly a revved-up rookie, Terrence.
Save it. And don't give me a laundry list of awards and citations that you won. You may be a good cop, but you don't have a clue as to what's going on.
Two of you, now you hush. Don't I have enough trouble as it is without my landlord tossing me out for disturbing the peace?
I'll cut you a deal, Mrs. Keefer. I'll put in a good word with your super if you spill everything you know about baby Danielle.
Will you drop it? Let's go.
Look, I'm only asking questions that any veteran officer would ask.
I've already been questioned by a veteran officer, a Detective Dillon. He interviewed me along with the rest of the hospital staff.
You were on duty when Danielle was discovered missing.
What? The head nurse, Ruth Martin, she was on duty too. And Nurse Hannon of obstetrics. Have you swung by their place? Invaded their privacy, called them baby nappers?
They had the means, but not the motive to hurt Mimi. You were the only one who has a motive, Mrs. Keefer.
Can you be human? This woman lost her son, Taylor. Her only child. I don't even know how she's getting out of bed every morning. Going to work every day. How she got through the holidays in one piece, but somehow she managed to survive. Now, if you're looking to get a reputation, fine, more power to you. But don't use this woman as a stepping stone on your way to making captain. Because I'll bust your stripes first before I stand by and watch you tear a good woman down. You understand?
Finished?
No, you are.
Fine.
Where are you going?
When the going's tough, we're out shopping.
Mrs. Keefer, I'm sure you've seen the last of Officer Cannon.
Nobody's ever defended me the way you did just now.
She's telling it the way it is.
That's not always easy. You're every inch the young man my Tony might have been if I'd raised him upright. I won't make the same mistake again.
What do you mean, again?
There's nothing in the mailbox. There's a message in the machine.
Mimi, it's Joe Martin. Call me at home, please, when you get this message. We just want to make sure you made it home okay. Bye.
I'm sorry, Mimi. I didn't mean to get your hopes up. Oh, man, it's not your fault. I was hoping, too. Look, sweetheart, why don't you lie down and I'll fix you something to eat, okay?
I don't want to lie down. I don't want to eat.
Come on, Mimi. You have to keep your strength up.
I don't want to be strong. I want my baby back.
I know, honey, I know.
You know, when we rounded the corner, I could almost see it.
See what?
A basket on this tube with Danielle in it and a note pinned to her blanket. And whoever took it saying they made a mistake. But what if the people who took her, what if they don't change their minds? What if we don't get her back?
Mimi, if I was never going to see our daughter again, I would know it. I mean, somehow, Mimi, I would feel it. But something deep down inside me tells me that we're going to get Danielle back. Believe, Mimi, I believe that God is watching over her and keeping her safe until she's brought back to us. And you've got to believe that, too.
Before I had Danielle, I couldn't picture her in my life, but then after I held her in my arms, and then I looked into her big, beautiful eyes. It was like she was a part of me. And now, and life's just so empty with her gone.
I wish there was something more that I could do to help. We appreciate that, man. Hey, listen. This might not be the right time to get into this, but, since Danielle is missing, I've done a lot of thinking. I made a decision that affects us all. And, I might as well go on and say it and get it out of the way.
Any word on the baby? Yeah, well, look, keep me posted. Let me know the minute you hear anything. Right, thank you.
Is that the hospital?
Yeah, Maria Santos, with an update on Mimi.
How is she?
Pretty rough shape, I guess. Derek went down to the mall. He was able to calm her down a little bit. How one stays calm in that kind of situation, I don't know.
It's the not knowing that makes you crazy, you know? Oh, then I'll get them. 60
Hi.
Come in. What is it?
Tad's back at the house talking to Brooke.
Before the hearing?
Yeah.
Is that wise?
It was completely accidental. She showed up to pick up some things for Jamie, and we all sort of collided.
Well, I bet that was kind of awkward.
Yeah, to say the least. I got out of there. I thought it would be best for Tad and Brooke to talk, you know, before the lawyers start jamming words in their mouth.
Well, I don't know about that. He's got an awful lot riding on the hearing. If he antagonizes Brooke, he
could make the whole situation much worse. I know. That's what I told him. But believe me, I mean, Tad knows better than anybody just how much is riding on this.
You know, he would rather, I don't know, he'd rather lose his arm than be cut off from Jamie.
Not just Jamie. Seems that the stakes have doubled. Tad and Brooke aren't going to court today to fight over just one child. Brooke lied. She's pregnant.
Who told you?
Dr. Kadami?
Dr. Kadami discussed a patient's confidential medical records with you?
Dr. Kadami doesn't even know that we're getting divorced. Naturally, he assumed that a husband would know his wife is expecting.
You made quite a career out of pretending to be my husband when it suits you.
I had good reason to suspect that you were pregnant.
Oh, let me guess. While you were feathering your little love nest, a little Dixie bird whispered something in your ear?
Yeah. She repeated something to me that you let slip when you ran into each other at the boutique. She said that you had mentioned something about not leaving this marriage as empty-handed as I might think.
Oh, I'm so impressed. She even quoted me right.
Yeah, she did. And the more I thought about it, the more it made sense. And then I remembered the day you got the call from Dr. Kadami's office. Now, this is supposedly after you knew you weren't pregnant. You said you had to call them back. Why would you have to call them back if you already had the test result?
Gee, a girl has to get up pretty early in the morning to pull the wool over your eyes, Tad.
How the hell could you lie about something this important?
Do you want an easy answer?
I want the truth, and I think I deserve it.
I think what you deserve is a topic that you'll have to take up at another time with a higher authority. The truth is, I found out that I was having another baby and losing my husband within the space of a few hours. So, total honesty was not a priority.
Well, when were you planning on telling me that we were expecting another baby?
Well, since truth is the buzzword for today, the truth is I wasn't going to tell you.
Ever?
Never, ever. The plan was to leave town and raise this child on my own with you none the wiser.
Well, now I know.
Now you know.
Makes a difference.
Does it?
Yes, it does, and you know it. I'm not a threat to you. I mean, I can understand you wanting to keep it a secret, but now the secret is out. There's nothing left to hide. There's no reason to move away. I want to be more to my children than just a long-distance phone call. Brooke, I'm begging you to stay in Pine Valley. Let me help you raise Jamie and the new baby. In return, I'll give you anything you want, anything you ask for. We can hammer out the details in the hearing. I'll do everything I humanly can to make this as painless for you as is possible. But I need my children, and they need me. So what do you say? Can we do this thing? Can we make a deal for their sakes?
What's on your mind, Lucas? Believe me, this is going to hurt me more than it's going to hurt you. I'm bowing out. As soon as they find Danielle, you won't have any more trouble with me. As soon as this nightmare is over with, you all deserve a real chance to be family. I'm not going to get in the way of that.
You're not just saying this because Danielle's missing, are you?
I'm saying it because you have enough to worry about without me adding to the mix. I give you my word, I won't pursue custody.
Even if the paternity test proves that you're the father?
Hey, man, I'd be lying if I said I didn't want to be involved in her life, but I'm not going to try to take her away.
Lucas, I don't even know what to say. Knowing that when Daniel's back, it'll be for good. That's worth everything.
Yeah, you say that again. Look, man, thanks.
I meant if I had another chance with my Tony, I wouldn't mess it up, not this time. But I guess seeing my beautiful boy in heaven is the closest I'll get to another chance. That better not be your police friend coming back.
Craig says that instant camera you asked the bar, and I'll break in and my son will... Didn't know you had company.
Oh, no, nonsense. Come on in. Terrence, I want you to meet a friend of mine. This is Chloe Duvalier. Terrence Fry. He was a friend of Tony.
Nice meeting.
Likewise.
I just want to apologize again for the way Taylor acted. I'll come by myself next time.
You're always welcome here, Terrence.
Well, now, Grace, what time do you want me to come back
I'll
to?
call you after I get up from my nap.
Oh, that little girl keeping you up nights?
Well, you can't blame the child, God bless her. She's got the croup, something awful. Poor thing barks like a seal. She's right above my bedroom. Listen, thank you for the camera, Chloe, and I'll call you later.
Please, Darren. When did you first learn that Brooke was pregnant?
Really only just. Brooke had this pregnancy test just before Christmas. She told Tad that it came out negative. Turns out she lied.
That she would lie about something as important as a baby?
The only person that knew the truth was Dr. Kadami, and he told Tad, and... well, the whole thing just gets more complicated from there.
Surely she didn't think that she could keep something like this a secret. I mean, for a few months, at the most.
Long enough to pack up Jamie and get out of town.
She wouldn't.
That's what she told Tad. She's furious at him and me.
My goodness.
My goodness, nothing. I don't care how furious she is. She has no right to deny her father the right to his children. I mean, the whole thing is inexcusable.
Well,
and now, wait a minute. What about us? What about us? I mean, we are the grandparents, you know. What do you think she expected to do? To go to an island like Bora Bora and send us a nice postcard saying, having a wonderful time. Your kids don't wish you were here. In fact, they don't even know that you exist.
Oh, Ruth is really right. It's inexcusable to use the children to punish Tad.
Very strange. Brooke has always been so very fair-minded.
I just think that she's playing by this whole other set of rules. You know, she wants to hold Tad to this custody agreement that he signed when he found out that Jamie was his son. He waived any rights to sue for custody of Jamie.
Oh. Well, I mean, what about any future children?
Yes. I mean, surely that's a separate issue.
I don't know. All I know is that if the judge upholds this agreement in court today, Brooke could take his children halfway across the world. And she just might do it, too. In her state of mind, She could do anything.
You want to play Let's Make a Deal?
Of course not.
Oh, you enjoy this. You enjoy bellying up to the bargaining table and talking about your children like they're some sort of joint venture.
You know better than that.
You just want satisfaction guaranteed,
I
Dad.
want my rights as a father.
Your reverence for fatherhood is really commendable. It's just such a shame you couldn't muster any for your marriage.
Oh, come on, Brooke. Let's not do
You're
this.
the one who wanted to talk. If you think for 1 minute I am going into that hearing and allowing you to take my children
I have
away
no
from me...
intention of taking them away from you. I swear I'll give you sole custody of Jamie and the baby. All I ask is that you live here, close enough that I can visit our kids on a regular basis.
You're missing the point. I don't want you anywhere near me or my children.
The last time I checked, they were our children.
Oh, the last time I checked, this baby wasn't even a glimmer in Daddy's eye. You didn't want another child.
Yeah, maybe not, but you were single-handedly responsible for changing all of that. And the fact is, there isn't a baby on the way, and I fully intend to love that child as much as I do Jamie.
Which isn't much, is it?
Oh, come on!
I fully expect Judge Hale to uphold the terms of our original agreement. No addendum, no codicils, no deals. And after court is adjourned, Jamie and I are out of here. And I'm going to make damn sure that you don't see me or my son or my baby ever again.
I swear sometimes I don't even know you.
Oh, yes, you do, Ted. I'm the woman that you made me. Don't care for your creation? Too bad.
No, nobody changes this much.
Jamie and I were perfectly happy before your resurrection. And you came and you single-handedly destroyed the life that I worked so hard to build for myself and for my son.
I screwed up! I admit it. I made huge mistakes.
Oh, your mistakes were nothing compared to mine. You were just the one who got down on your hands and knees and begged me to marry you. I was the fool who said yes. You pleaded with those big blue eyes to trust you and give you another chance. I was the gullible idiot who swallowed your line.
So what comes next? Huh? I could apologize to you. I could say I'm sorry from now until hell freezes over. It wouldn't do any good. What do you want me to do, Brooke? You want me to spend the rest of my life trying to make it up to you?
You know how you can make it up to me, Tad? You can leave me and Jamie alone.
That's not going to happen. Because like it or not, you are the mother of my children, which means, like it or not, you and I are connected for life. No, I want to get along for Jamie's sake and the baby's.
Don't count on it.
You better get ready for the biggest fight of your life.
Are you threatening?
No. I'm making damn sure you know exactly where I stand, because if you're so incapable of meeting me halfway, I will do anything. Anything to hang on to the kids.
Yeah, okay, bring out the big guns, Tad. You signed an agreement. You swore to me that you would never seek custody of Jamie, and that is all the ammunition I need.
What about a baby on the way? Huh? What about lying about being pregnant? You tried to deny me my rights as a parent. I don't think that'll sit very well with the court.
Oh, an adultery will? How does your case look now, Daddy?
You want to play hardball?
I intend to slam it out of the park.
Go ahead. Take your best shot. I was hoping, still am, for all our sakes, that you'd be willing to stop trying to punish long enough to do what's right for your children. See you in court.
Oh, sweetie. I hope you're not too proud for hand-me-downs now. This belonged to my Tony. Now, I gotta get you all gussied up so folks out there see what good care I've been taking of you, huh? There you go. Oh, my. You know, Officer Reed's got her friends searching every nook and cranny for you, little girl. I figure something bad's happened to my precious angel. They don't know there's no way in the world I would let anything happen to you. No. Oh, won't they be relieved to see how fat and sassy you are? Yes. Oh, you're going to be a beautiful sight for sore eyes. Yes.
Stella, wait up. Hey, you hear me calling your name back there?
I've had enough name calling for one day, thank you very much. Did Mrs. Keefer file a complaint against me? And what were the charges? Harassing the sainted motherhood?
Sorry, no. Look, I think your hunches were right on the money.
Surely you jest. I'm just merely a revved-up rookie.
Take it all back, okay? You asked all the right questions. It's Grace Keefer's answers that don't add up.
Unbelievable recognition from Sir Terence Fry in my own life. So what closed the credibility gap?
After you left.
Oh, no, after you blasted me out of the front door.
Look, whatever. Mrs. Keefer said something about getting a second chance at raising a child, right? Then her friend came by asking her if the little girl was keeping Mrs. Keefer up at night. Now, any bets on who she meant?
I knew it. I just knew it. Did you call Trevor? Is he going to get a search warrant?
Well, I'm in the same boat that you are in. No proof. Do you think you'd recognize Danielle when you saw her?
Absolutely. Wouldn't you?
Most babies look alike to me. Sorry.
Can't. You'd make a really lousy cop.
Well, who needs me when you're in the job? Come on, let's get back to Mrs. Keefer's. Come on, hurry up.
Honey, you really think that Brooke is coming unglued? I mean, granted, she's overwrought, but...
Overwrought would be understandable.
I just don't think Brooke's acting like herself. She has it into her mind that Tad is trying to take away her children.
That's precisely what she's doing to him.
I know, exactly. She doesn't have her head screwed on straight. I mean, can you imagine her giving up the work that she loves at Temple? Moving to Hawaii? I mean, hanging out on the beach all day? Giving birth to Tad's child in secret? Does this sound rational to you?
To give her the benefit of the doubt. I mean, if I were in Brooke's shoes, after what has been going on these past few weeks, I mean, I might very well want to run away from home, too.
Well, look, maybe, there's just an impulse on her part. Maybe Tad will be able to reason with her.
Not in this life.
Tad, what happened?
Nothing.
Brooke wouldn't talk to you?
Oh, she talked to me all right. She read me the riot act. She started out with wishing I'd never come back from the dead, and she went on from there.
Well, you stayed calm, didn't you? You tried to reason with her.
Dixie, I reasoned, I cajoled, I pleaded, I even groveled. I flashed the peace sign with every single ounce of humility I could muster. She ground me to the dirt and just blew me away. Dixie tell you about the new baby?
Yeah. Did Brooke explain why she wanted to keep the pregnancy a secret from you?
Didn't have to. Isn't it obvious? Tad's been a bad boy. He's got to be punished. I've been grounded till Jamie's 21st birthday.
She didn't back down at all?
Not an inch. As far as she's concerned, Jamie and the new baby they're half orphans. She wants the whole thing. Sole custody, no visitation. Just wipe me off the planet like I don't even exist. I'd give anything to be a fly on the wall the day Jamie's old enough to ask what the hell happened to his father.
Calm down, okay? You have rights. So Ben Logan is the best divorce lawyer in the state. Just let him handle things.
No, as far as I'm concerned, she took off the gloves first. She wants a fight on to make damn sure she gets one she never forgets.
Big case today, huh?
Why do you say that, Jamal?
You're not hassling me to drink my OJ.
Drink your OJ, Jamal. So what do you think? You maybe would grow up and consider a career in law?
Be a cop, you mean?
Cop or a lawyer?
Never played that. When I grow up, I want to be game.
Why not?
When my mom was sick, that took all my time. Making sure she took her medicine and all. Keeping her lungs clear.
Must have been kind of hard on you.
At least I'm alive. There's other fools worse off. You gonna eat those hash browns?
Help yourself, Jamal.
I guess I'm not as hungry as I thought.
It's kind of hard for you to think about her, isn't it?
I think about her. Lots.
Happy times before she was sick?
Oh, yeah. My mom wrote things. Poems, notes from my lunch bag. She wrote this one thing over and over.
You want to share it?
We moved like 20 times one year. One step ahead of eviction, mostly. My mom always took a minute to leave a note behind a radiator or on a closet shelf. I caught her doing it the last time and asked about it. She said, "Someday, when you're rich and famous and too big for your britches, someone's going to find one of these notes and know what it's worth."
What did they say?
Just my name, and that I had lived there.
Do you think your mom would mind if I put one of those notes around our house someplace?
We're not moving anytime soon, are we?
No. We're staying put.
Then forget the note. I've got a split. I'm helping Tom fold towels at the gym.
Well, I'd love to do this another time. The next time your teachers have a morning conference. How about it?
Double hash browns?
Bless my cholesterol. Yes, double hash brown.
Later.
Later.
Hey.
Hey, so.
Lucas, have you been eavesdropping?
Well, just long enough to learn that Jamal has had two remarkable ladies in his life.
Is there something wrong?
No, there's something right. I have decided not to pursue custody of Danielle.
They found her?
No, fortunately not yet. But when they do, I assured Derek and Mimi that I wouldn't put up a fight.
You were so adamant about it the other day. What changed your mind?
You.
Me?
You were right. I was using Mimi's baby to get back at her for choosing Derek over me, to make myself feel better about walking out on you and Terrence. It's still one of the great regrets of my life. You know, if it wasn't for Taylor, I mean, I could die today and not have anything to show for it.
Give me a break. Shall I pull out the list of who's who in architecture?
Listen, those are just idle words, dry as dust. Buildings are steel and bricks and mortar. You show me one skyscraper that can come even close to matching what Mimi has with Derek.
You really love her?
Loved and lost. I really wanted her to be the woman of my life. I wanted Danielle to be my daughter.
Well, Danielle may still be.
Well, it doesn't matter if she is. I mean, she should be with her mommy and Derek. I mean, she should grow up in a house full of love and grow old in a family full of love.
How did you get so smart?
I had a good teacher.
Really? Well, I think I'm going to move you to the head of the class.
All right, now, just like in the movies, I'll play the good cop, you play the bad cop.
Yeah, you the hero, me the humble, apologetic rookie.
Come on, Taylor, that's the way we have to play it. The last thing we need is for her to get panicked.
I should call for backup.
I hardly think she's armed and dangerous, Taylor.
Yeah, you didn't think that she snatched the baby either.
Look, you can read me about this later once the baby's safe, all right? Here goes everything. Earl Grey tea, sweetheart. Here. My grandmother used to swear by this. Watch it now, let it cool. Under the door.
Oh, what is it? What is it? What is it? Oh, Derek! It's our baby. It's Danielle.
We've been knocking for 5 minutes, Terrence.
Mrs. Keefer?
She's obviously not in there.
She said she was going to take a nap.
Yes, you'd have to be dead not to hear your pounding.
Well, what do you suggest I do, RoboCop? Break the door down?
Yeah, right. Kill yourself.
Mrs. Keefer?
We're too late. Same place I lost Junior. Oh, it makes my stomach flop.
Yeah, well, at least you got him back.
That's right. That's right. Ted, nothing's hopeless, really. You know, I know it went badly with Brooke this afternoon, but there's a great possibility that it could work out.
Come on, Dixie. You know as well as I do, she's barricaded herself behind a solid wall of hate. She's totally unreachable.
I hate the thought of you going through the same hell I did.
Yeah, well, if I have anything to say, I'm not about to.
Really, just please tell me. You just name it, anything. Just don't take Tad's children away from him.
Saturday, when the commish busts his cousin, Tony gives him another chance. On an all-new commish, Landview gathers to bid farewell to Suede on One Life to Live. Next.